See, multicollinearity refers to a situation in which two or more explanatory variables in a multiple regression model are highly linearly related. Explanatory variables means IDVs, right? My independent variables are highly correlated or highly linearly related, right? And now you can see, yeah, effects of multicollinearity. You can also just have a look. Insignificance of result. Of course, my engine displacement become the insignificant when all or more than one independent variables are used. Of course, without removing multicollinearity, the exact variable may not be found, which is affecting the dependent variable. In the SPSS output window, you cannot say that yes, engine displacement is playing the game, just having the significant value. We cannot say. However, we can remove this particular variable from the analysis, but this is not a valid reason to removing this engine displacement. I need some correct or some real reason to removing the engine displacement, right? You can see earlier, the first time we have done the correlation between all the independent variables, and you can see the correlation of all the independent variable shows the very high correlation, 0.869, 0.933. There are all independent variables: engine, house power, and what is this? Yeah, vehicle weight, right? And it shows the correlation with each other. That's why here multicollinearity may exist. Now I need to check the multicollinearity. For multicollinearity, see, actually, yeah, this is important to find out the multicollinearity from your model. And without removing the multicollinearity, your result will not be robust, and you may face problem in the publishing your paper or your thesis, because many journals are they will not accept your paper if your model is having the multicollinearity, right? So you need to identify and remove also. Now, there is a two method, first of all, and to remove the multicollinearity, let's understand how we can remove the multicollinearity. Removing variable that is causing issue. First of all, you have to identify that variable that creates the problem, right? By calculating the VIF, how we can identify that variable? By calculating the VIF. VIF is variance inflation factor. I will calculate the VIF in the SPSS, and then I can I will let you know some basic parameters so that you can remove that variable which that is causing issue, right? Then we will apply the stepwise multiple regression so that automatically you will see that automatically that variable will be kicked out, right? So there is a method or by removing the multicollinearity simply. Yeah. So let's understand the concept of multicollinearity in the regression. So you need to go to same option, linear regression, right? In the linear regression, I have already selected MPG as a dependent and all other are as a independent variable, right? In a statistic, click on the statistic and you will get, there is an option of collinearity diagnostic. There is an option, you can see collinearity diagnostic. You can check this option to find out the collinearity result, right? And then just click on continue. Click on continue. I have here, make sure you must choose the enter right now. Click on OK. Now you can see the result is same, 0.67. Earlier it was also 0.67, right? That means 67% shows the my dependent variable is depend on the other independent variable. Now the important part is this coefficient table. You can see in the coefficient table here, I have already explained you till here significant value. Now the another two column has been created, and this is nothing. This is all about your collinearity statistics, and you will see that the VIF value of each independent variable has been calculated. For engine displacement, that is 10.596. For horsepower, it is 5.162, and for vehicle weight, it is 7.9. Right. Now, VIF has been calculated. VIF is what? VIF is your variance inflation factor. Let me explain you. Uh, Whiteboard is visible to everyone. Whiteboard is visible. Okay, thank you. Now, I was talking about the VIF, right? VIF, that is, I have explained you the variation inflation factor, and in the table you will see there is a two values, two columns, but first is tolerance and second is VIF. Okay, right? There was two column, tolerance and VIF. The formula of VIF is what? 1 divided by 1 divided by tolerance, right? The simple formula of VIF. However, in the SPSS, it will automatically calculate. But for the general concept, I have just explained you, right? VIF is what? VIF shows the basically VIF tells me the which one is creating the problem. That's it. See, VIF is not related to number of per variable. If the question arises, if I remove the one variable, one independent variable from the model, so does it can we say that my VIF is depend on the independent variable or a number of variable? So what is VIF? VIF is basically is related to per variable, not the number of independent variable. In my model, there are 3 IDVs, right? So VIF is not related or not depend on the number of variables. It depends on the per variable. Like what variable or which variable is creating the problem. It shows only this thing, right? Now the value of VIF should be less than should be less than 5. However, there is no rule in the world. You will not find this 5 in any book, but many researcher and many scientists has been tested. Earlier it was the 10, right? If your VIF is less than 10, then you can accept that variable. But nowadays, many researchers and many publications also, they will accept VIF up to 5 only. If your VIF is up to 5, then you can keep that IDV. Otherwise, you have to kick out that IV if it is greater than 5. Right now, again go to the my SPSS window. Okay, okay. Yeah. So in the SPSS, in the coefficient result, you will see the VIF value of engine is 10.596, right? For horsepower it is 5.196, and for vehicle weight it is 7.900. Now as per the rule, as I told you, it should be less than 5. The VIF value, it should be less than 5. As per this rule, I should remove all the IDVs, should be removed. But if I remove all the IDVs, so I cannot run the regression model, because I need at least 2 IDV in the case of multiple regression, right? But as per this calculation, this particular result, my all values are greater than the 5. So what we can do now, first of all, remove only uh, one by one we can remove. First of all, remove only that variable which is having the highest value. So I will remove the engine displacement first. Then we see what will be the impact of other variables, and you will find that other variable will become the less than 5. Now just run the same formula. Again, I am showing you linear regression, right? Now I will remove the engine displacement from the independent. I will not take this because the variance inflation factor is high, very high. It is 10, it is 11 something, right? So I have removed this one, and all are same. Collinearity diagnostic you have to opt, right, and click on OK. Now you will see that your earlier it was 0.670. Always I am telling you that in the regression, if whenever you calculate the regression, there are two things you need to consider. There are two things before multicollinearity, right? First of all, adjusted R square, the very most important parameter, and second one is your significance value, right? These two parameters you have to check while after applying the regression analysis. If your R square is increasing, then you can take those independent variables also, but at the same time it should be significant, right? It may be possible that it can be possible that the result is insignificant but AR is less than 60%, correct? Now, and if you find out the multicollinearity, then the third parameter has been in the existence, that is VIF, and the VIF should be less than 5. If all these three parameter is playing in your picture, then you can say that my model is the perfect model, right? So I'm just running right now the correct model. I have run already, yeah. So you will see that in the last analysis, the my adjusted R square has been increased 0.001 by 0.001. It is now 67%, 67.1% something, right? Earlier it was 67% only. But the important part is in the coefficient. You will see that horsepower and vehicle weight is become the less than 5. Earlier it was 7 something and 5 something, and now I have removed the engine displacement and the problem has been solved. So what was the problem? Basically, problem was with the engine displacement only engine displacement. After removing the engine displacement, the other variables has also been become the multicollinearity has been removed from those variables.